Okie doke.
There we go. Hello. Okie dokie.
I think it's time. I think it's time we got started. I need to just hold on. I'm just gonna change around a couple of little change. Hopefully I'll...
No! Ugh. My second webcam audio was on. I apologize. I was double mic. I found it on my own terms. How fun. But hopefully that feels better now. Feeling much better now. What I will do is let's do that, and let's pull that down so that that only just sounds like nice ambiance music. Probably could be a bit louder. Okay, I think that's probably right. Hopefully that's not so overpowering that it's too distracting away from my wonderful voice. But wow, I'm glad it's that much of a reaction, Jim. Ah! It says chat rate of 6, but I don't see 6 chats. Maybe I must not have been in there. Cuss, I didn't get it on in time. Alright. So, this is what we're going to do. Welcome to this table of joy that we are going to have a go at. I'm just going to go through this just because it was being talked about in my Pokemon Discord, and I would quite like to go through this again. I haven't done one since probably the beginning of Scarlet and Violet, and that was pre-DLCs, so like it's gonna be different, right? There's gonna be a few other things, at least not that many, but some, you know. Anyway, I wanted my webcam to be bigger, but it kind of blocks a bit too much of the information, so I'm gonna move stuff over when I'll move my camera around when the time comes. But for now, I think I'll do this by generation rather than type. I think that makes the most sense. And then we can always shimmy a few things around should things not feel like, or if I want to try and sub some things out. That's the thing. I don't think I need to leave anything set in stone from the beginning, but it's nice to get started somewhere. So, okay, just the ground rules I want to lay down. Don't know if... Yeah, no, but it's fine. Ground rules. Everyone, this is a nice place. We're all friends here. All 3 of us are friends that are in this current environment. We will be kind. Please be nice. And no judgments. So here we go. Yeah, may as well get started. So this is a GitHub.io picker, ultimate favorite Pokemon picker. Mine, it says it's Cajun Adventure, Cajun, like the spice, Avenger, at .github.io. I'm not sure if that's a static link because that seems a bit random, but hey, there it is. But basically, should be able to click on any of these and you just select the one you like the best. Easy, right? Yeah, easy when eventually we're gonna have to whittle quite a lot of stuff down. Cheers. That's the Drominus special there. So let's get started around here. To be honest, a lot of normal, a lot of flying. Obviously a lot of normal, but a lot of flying. I think actually, to be honest, I'm gonna have to go with Pidgeot to start with. I think Pidgeot is the most interesting and associated ones I have. I don't mind Fearow, but like just Pidgeot just looks great, and I think when you're growing up that was kind of like, oh wow, look at it, evolved and it got really long hair. It's like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So let's move on from that one. Fire types here. I'm not a huge Charizard shill. to be honest. I'm not a huge Arcanine shield, really. I think they're nice. But I guess I'm probably... I mean, I don't mind Ponyta. Well, no, I just think Charizard's overrated. I thought we were being nice. It's been like 5 minutes. I think Charizard's overrated. Crucify me for that. Oh, burn me at the stake with Charizard claims. I'm gonna go Ninetales because I think Ninetales is a nice choice here. Okay, water types. Not so. I don't have an immediate go-to. I mean, I like Lapras quite a lot. I like the Poliwag line a lot. So I'm probably, and I actually quite like Krabby and Kingler. But realistically, I think I'm probably gonna go Poliwag on this one. I think Poliwag is a nice, cool type. Cool. So blast through here. To be honest, was never that fussed about. I mean, I don't mind the Oddish line. I like it more than the Bellsprout line. I'm not a massive gooner for Exeggutor. I'm not bothered by Parasect. It'll have to be the... What? Hang on, we got each of the types, and then we do have a starter choice, so I can choose Bulbasaur from there. So I guess I could choose Venu at this point. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Venu. Right, so no, I lost the chat. There we go. It's fine. Now from here, I do like Pikachu. I'm not really fussed by Raichu. Didn't use it a lot. I won't choose Magneton. Yeah, I think I will go Pikachu actually. Because we have Steel later, we can choose Magneton. Ice, yeah, Lapras would be the choice there. Fighting. Look at all these muscly people. I'm thinking that actually maybe I don't mind any of these. I think back then, I think from the pure like difficulty of getting it, wait, you said Fruit Root? What do you mean? What do you mean Fruit Root? What? I'm just confused. I think I'm gonna go Machamp just because it was like when you eventually managed to get one, it was like, whoa, oh my god, he's got 4 arms. Yeah, I haven't watched the first movie enough. I don't know, I was too emotionally undeveloped to really appreciate it, and then it had like the second film, which was was really good. Anyway, poison. I think this is fine. I think I'll go my Nido babies. I love my Nido babies. I don't think it really matters because I can put one in poison and one in ground. So I'll take Nido Queen for the poison and Nido King for ground. I mean, I like the others, but come on, Nidoking. Come on! Flying types now, Yes. Many a choice here. I'm not really super duper fast on most of these. I might actually. I think I'll go Zapdos. I think that was the one that made the biggest impression on me out of all of them. Yeah, I think that one's right. I mean, I quite like Scyther, but I never really used it. I've already put down for Pidgeot. Like I said, Charizard's overrated. Yeah, I always thought it looked like the coolest, so let's switch over to the sidekicks. I think it's gotta just be Alakazam, right? It's the obvious choice, but it's like the correct choice. And I mean, you could go Mewtwo, I suppose. Jinx! I think we know someone who really likes Jinx. I can't remember who it is, though. Oh no. I remembered what it was now. We spoke to, for the benefit of the remaining audience, we spoke to one of our friends and they chat GPT'd. They chat GPT'd like a romance novel between, like, I think it was Jinx and Mr. Mime. And it was, oh boy, it was something. It was something, alright. Yeah, Alakazam, let's stick to the 2 spoons. 2 spoons, actually. I mean, realistically here, I'm tied between Scyther and Barkry, if I'm honest. Because both are nice. Scyther's cool, Barkry's cute. Realistically, do I like Scyther more than I like Zapdos? Because then I can change those around. Yes, I think that is. I mean, either way, these were both bug flying, so I could have done it in either way. Here, Rocky Boys. What's was Rhydon? Onyx. I think for me it's a toss-up between Rhydon and Onyx. I do... Purely just because it's a better Pokemon, I think I'm going to go Rhydon. I do like Onyx, but it's not for me, Gen. Ah, the plethora of choice of Ghost Pokemon in Gen 1. You got Gasball, Rayman Floaty Hands, and Dark Clefable. Yeah, it's got to be Gengar really out of the 3 of them. I don't feel wholly associated to the others. Likewise, I think for the dragons, it's got to be Dragonite. It's just got to be Dragonite. Dark types. This other stuff. Missing no cheat. And then Magneton is clearly the correct steel type. And Fairy. Oh! I guess they are technically fairies. We do classify them that, but I guess that's why. Is Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff normal fairy in current content? Dark White no thing. Yeah, I know. I think that's why it's done this like funny little glitchy stuff. Which is pretty neat. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to tangent off that one because Jigglypuff, Pokemon, Celebi, Gen 9. Because I thought it was just fairy. Oh, it is normal fairy! Oh, that's wild. Okay. Well then. Showed me, I guess. Yeah, I for some reason just thought, boy, it went straight fairy, but clearly not. Alright. But realistically, what am I looking at as like, this is... I mean, I don't mind either of them, but... This is the problem with doing something that requires decisions. I think I'm leaning more towards just straight Jigglypuff out of all of them. Starter... Pikachu and Eevee were the choices here as well. I feel like I should... I'm going to choose Bulbasaur, but I feel like I should try a bit harder for Eevee, but I feel like that's because the Pokemon Company have tried to force Eevee into our brains, and I think Eevee is a very nice Pokemon, and it has a lot of potential, but like, Eevee was like a mainstay in, or was like a very prominent part of the end of Generation 7's anime, was a prominent part of Generation 8's anime. Is there an Eevee in Gen 9? In Horizons? I feel like there probably is, but I can't think of who has it if there is one. Oh well, either way. Yeah, thought it was cool, but... Right. So now we got... Oh, the legs! The legs! Why is Mega Starmie here twice? And so's Mega Victory Bell. And Mega... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I do like the Raichu Megas. I think they're pretty cool. But I haven't really used them extensively enough to warrant it being used in that regard. I just find Gigantamax Meowth just hilarious the way it looks. Oh, and Gigantamax Kingler, I always forget this is a thing. But look at that foam beard. So stupid looking. I mean, a lot of the Gigantamaxes look stupid because they had to make them fucking enormous. Right, look at this bowl cut. Yeah. This what would be my favorite. I feel like the Dragonite's like head wings are a bit small there, but I do like it though. I think it's cute. The Starmie just makes me laugh. Because it's all memes. I definitely have to choose a Mega though. I will never choose a Gigantamax form just because of how freaking gatekeeped they were back in the day. Sword and Shield, which I did not enjoy. So for me, I think Spoots, maybe. Yeah, why is Clefable's not there twice? But it's very strange. Oh no, Clefable is there twice. It's just me being dumb. I guess because none of my like favorite Pokemon this generation, I'd say maybe Mega Venusaur. I think Mega Pidgeot is cool in design. Shame it just doesn't perform. Same with like Mega Beedrill. I think it's cool in design, but just doesn't really perform. Can't go Mega Starmie. You know, I think actually the one I do like the most is probably Dragonite, which is interesting on myself. I would have thought that. I think it probably used to be Mega Venusaur. I'm sticking to that. Legendary. I'm not a huge Mewtwo shill as well. But then I'm not really fussed about any of these, to be honest. I think maybe we just go... I think we'll go back to my first instinct, which was Zapdos. And then my favourite of the Kanto line is Nidoking. Hurrah! Gen 1, we're done. Boom. So, Gen 2. Normal type for Gen 2. Not Smiggle, please. I do like Cindery for it. I think Ursaring is cool, but I think preemptively I'm going Girafarig. I do like the Farig. Fire. A fire. SSC packs. It's for me got to be Typhlosion, but I guess I do have starter choice later on. But I feel like this start column should be the one you actually choose. Teddiursa, brag. I appreciate Teddiursa. Teddiursa is a mischievous little thing. I do like the line, to be fair. These two and the Ursalunas are a very cool, really cool addition to it, and a really needed one for Ursaring, which was really nice. I might come back and modify this depending on the psychic types, because obviously Farigiraf can be Girafarig, not Farigiraf, Girafarig can be psychic as well, so that may come back for me to make another decision later. But for now, we move on. Some decent water types here. I do like Marill and Azumarill. I do like Quagsire. Problem is, I don't like Quagsire as much as I like Gastrodon. So, but then we're getting ahead of ourselves. But I do like Azumarill. I think for me, it's a toss-up between Azumarill and Quagsire. I think Azumarill, actually. Blasphemous, but what are you gonna do? So we got the Chickles, got the Hoppip line, Blossom and the Sunflower, and the Onion. And the Onion! I think, realistically, I do like this line, but Chikorita is adorable, so I'm going to have to commit. I'm going to have to commit. In this one, I think for me as well, this is a toss-up whether I want to choose Flappy or Mareep or Ampharos, really. I love the idea of... I don't like getting shocked, but would I get over it? I think so. I think I'd get over getting shocked. Like, I don't like static shots in the best times, but I think I'd get over it if I had a Mareep. It's funny how it goes from being quadrupedal to bipedal. It evolves to use its legs, or use its hands. I am going Mareep, actually. Oh, the icy types. The little pig. Do I like little pig over bigger pig? I think so. Little Swinub is very cute. I like the little Swinub. I do like Sneasel, but I think I'm not too bothered about the other two. But like the little piggy boy, it's a little pig. Fighting type. I like the Instruction Tyrogue, and I think him on top is cool, but Heracross, man. We'll come to Bugs later. Poison. Well, if those are my choices, it's got to be Crobat. I do enjoy Crobat, and Crobat is a lot bigger than one should give it credit for. Back the size of a freaking doorway. Anyway, ground types. I think I'm going to have to go Phanpy. Phanpy is my baby. I love Donphan as well, but I mean, my baby too. But my baby, my little supportive baby that didn't come to either of my tournaments because I forgot them both times. Hooray! I'm sorry. You should have been there. Anyway, I will put you down. Ugh! My baby. Yes, really like Donphan, but baby. Interesting how I'm choosing a lot of the less evolved ones in this one. Flying type. I'm gonna go Gligar. I think Gligar's cool. Good typing. Start with something good. Yeah, Gligar is very much there. Oh, look at all the unknown I could choose. Wow. Actually, I think I will. Let me have a look at them. Yeah, no, I'm going to choose Espeon here. I think Espeon is a very good Pokemon. Very cool. Very green when it's shiny. Bugs. You like bugs? I think Sizzle is clearly the choice here for me. I already have Heracross, so yeah. I've gone Scyther and Sizzle. Who'd have thought, eh? Rock types. Well, it's got to be. It's got to be Tyranitar. The big sand. Oh, I guess I don't have a choice for ghosts. It's Mischievous. I like Mischievous. This is fine, but yeah, it's just one. But yeah, Big Rock Boy. Big Rock brings the sand, brings the pain, beats you up, then goes home and has a stiff glass of whiskey. Cool. Yep, and just Kingdra. Okay. So those are my selections for those two. I think Kingdra is a cool addition though, so not so mad. So now here we have now it's whether I prefer. So I already have Tyranitar. I'm not sure. I think I'm actually weirdly enough leaning towards Umbreon for design, and I think the Houndour line is cool. I think Houndoom is a cool Pokemon. But when I've not used it with great success. Aliens. Like yeah, I think I might just go with Umbreon. Yeah, we're going with Umbreon. I like Houndoom, but when I've used it before, I just didn't have great success with it. This is clearly Steelix. Any other option is wrong. And then we got our fairies. Oh yeah, of course. Marill would have been fairy. Oh, well that changes my decision. I don't have to pick between them. Quagsire can be my water type, and Azumarill is my fairy type. Perfect. Starter here is Cyndaquil. No doubt, no doubt. Gimmick form. See, there are some cool ones here now. Because before it only would have been Ampharos, Steelix, Scizor, Heracross, Houndoom, and Tyranitar. Now for me here, I'm pretty sure beforehand I would have tossed up between Heracross and Steelix. I do like Steelix's Mega. I think it's really pretty, and I'm looking forward to seeing it in like the newer games designs. Like, oh, I mean, it's in ZA, surely. I haven't even used it in ZA, which is a surprise. But I'm going with the flower neck themselves, the Meganium with the fairy type. Oh, it's 4 weeks poison, but I don't give a fuck. So yeah, we'll take that one. I'm going to really like it from my ZA run personally. So now I think out of these, I think I have a bit of a stigma around the dogs just because they're roaming, and roaming legendaries just make your life miserable. I suppose maybe because you were a kid and you didn't really know how to box them in properly, but in some aspects it's just miserable to do. So I never went with it. And I think I'm actually, although I think for me I like Ho-Oh the most. Obviously Lugia has the film and stuff, and I think I did like Lugia for a long time, but then at some point I flipped to Ho-Oh. So there we go. Ho-Oh it is. And then my mostest favoritist of this generation. There's a lot of good stuff here though. I think it might have to be the baby. The baby! I'll take the baby. Yeah, there's a load more down there. Oh, okay. Alright, Gen 3. We're cracking on. Cracking on. So. Also, Gen 3, they were different and interesting, but I think for me, personally, I always forget that Azurill was Gen 3. I always associate it with being Gen 4, but I don't know why. It's clearly always been Gen 3. What's the purple Gekko? Anyway, I like Skitty a lot, but I do like Swallow a lot. Like, Taylor's fine, but Swallow's pretty cool. Thanks. I'll go. Yeah, let's hold Swallow there for a bit and keep Skitty in the back of the brain. So there weren't not a lot of fire types for this gen, eh? I say this after seeing Dragon and Ghost from Gen 2, where you only have one. I think I like the Torchic line. I do like Camerupt, but I never really found that using it was any good. And I think Torkoal is cool. Let's pencil in Blaziken for now. I think Blaziken's alright. On here now, what is? But it's got a. The type has to beat out Swampert, really. But then I also have Ground to choose Swampert, so I can also change that. Because I do like Milotic. I think Milotic is a very nice design. It's annoying to get, but it feels like a decent payoff when you do get it. Especially back in those days. But Lean Swampert is very cool. I do like Lean Swampert. I'm gonna have to choose Swampert to start with, and then we'll come back to it. Now this is a little tricky because I don't mind. I think some of these are cool. Some of these grass Pokemon are cool, but I don't feel like massively affiliated with them. I don't think I ever really ran with one, and when I did, it just didn't feel great. I think I did try a Cacturne and a Cradily, but I think both just didn't feel great, and I just didn't really get on with it very well. So I might just go for. To be honest, I like Grovar's design a lot, so I think I might just stick with Grovar. It seems really lame that I'm choosing just the starters, but there we go. I do be like that sometimes. Plus Albinen and the little dogs. Can I pet that dog? I mean, I guess I'm not really... don't really associate. I feel like it seems mean splitting plus or minus. It's just like, oh, do you like the red or the blue? To be honest, I think the red looks better on the design, personally. But then the blue dog, I think it's a dog. I don't know. I think it's. I'm gonna go plus one. I think that's my gut. The Icy Babies. I might actually go Snowrun here. I think I like little Chili Snowrun and his little chili hat. Flying types. Ooh, okay. Yes, I'm going to actually. Like, I think Breloom's cool. I think it's got a good moveset. I think it's pretty interesting in some aspects, but I just don't love it. Just doesn't grab me. I don't know, but do I like it more than Blaziken? I probably wouldn't say so. So let's change this one to Camera Up, so I don't have to choose that. Perfect. Oh god, Gulpin and Swallow. I had a triggering aspect was so I think it was Emerald Battle Tower when I was growing up, and I was trying to wall to one of them, and I just kept running into freaking Swallows. I was just, oh god, and it just made me hate the Pokemon. I just hate it. Got him. As Jen would say, the Roselia flowers are wrong though. They're not the right colours. But Roselia is probably my choice. But yeah, Dustox is man. I don't mind Seviper, but like if it's between Seviper and Roselia, it's like it's not really too much to go with. I'm gonna go Roselia for now. Ah, my babies. Ground. So in this one, actually, I managed to. I think yes, I am gonna switch that to Melodic and this to Swampert because I think I can double check when we get to Dragon, but I'm thinking I'll probably put Flygon in Dragon. Flying type. Oh, but the Salamence as well. Oof. Damn, boy. Okay. What was the other thing I was talking about? It was about Ski. No, I like Salamence more than Ski, I think. It's about Salamence and Flying. Psychic. They had a lot of like good Pokemon in this one. That's fine. I guess I can metagame on that with Fairy. I'm gonna go Metagross. It's got to be for Psychic. The Buggy Kids. I think purely because of its Japanese voice, I'm gonna go Surskit. funniest thing I've seen in a long time. So, oh my god, so funny. This one has to be Aggron. Sounds like a genuine choo-choo train when it goes through, when it comes out the pool. Wait, we have Steel Layer. It's fine. We'll figure this out. We'll figure it out. Ghost type. I mean, I guess ghost types are supposed to be creepy. I kind of found them all creepy in some aspect. But I do think probably go Dusclops. I think I'm gonna go for with the dragons. Yeah, Altaria. But Flygon though. The Dorks. I remember when Ruby and Sapphire came out, I did very much think like Sharpedo was a very cool design, very angry, cool design. But I do just like the bog standard doggos. And I feel like Absol's gone up in my rankings as well for more recently. I think maybe we just give it to... What does my heart say? Absol kind of reminds me of Type Null and Silvally a little bit, thinking about it. I'm gonna go Absol. I'm leaning towards Absol. Steel. Oh, Morwell. No questions there. That's a great one. And then I guess it's gonna have to be God of War, I guess, because I already have Morwell in there. Yeah, gonna have to go God of War, and then Stars is Mudkip for me. Now, more Megas. We got, I see, Dragon Tail, Kung Fu Chicken, the Swole Swampert instead of Gangly Swampert. See, there's a lot of good Megas for Gen 3. I think they just tried a bit harder, you know. Why is Purple Kecleon in the Megas? Oh, it's because it's a gimmick form. It's like, what? Yeah, the Boomerang, the little volcano, like it's cool, but and the Mega Magros is cool, but I do like Mega Aggron as well, but I think it still has to be Mega Morwell. I think I used the Mega Aggron a lot. Well, I used Aggron a lot in ZA. I'm trying to think. I think I had the intention of running a Morwell, but I think I already had Aggron, and I already had Mega Meganium. It was also Fairy, so I was like, well, I don't want to be doubling on too many types. So hence I didn't use it, which is a bit of a shame. If I'd gone for a different starter, I probably would have used Morwell, but Dems the breaks. Legends. These are cool. Yes, they are. I do like Rayquaza, but it's gonna have to be the big stompy ground boy. He's big, he's stompy, he's ground boy. He's red, so you think he's fire, but he's not. He's ground. Haha! Tricked you. Favorite of this gen. How do I cut it? Swampert used to be like one of my like peak favorite Pokemon. I think over time I just have used it less and just kind of fallen a bit more out of love with it in comparison to other things. But I think actually, to be honest, I might actually go Aggron. I think looking at all of these ones that I really like, I do like it Aggron. But I do like more. Or even Mega Mawile. It's a very... Okay. I think as I am right now, I'm gonna choose Aggron. Yeah, I've said it. Okay, Gen 4. Let's carry on. Okay. Fire type. Monkey. Do I want Monkey, Scary Clown, Oven, or Lava Monster? Metal Lava Monster. This isn't my favorite rodent form, so I guess we can bin that. I'm not choosing the clown, so I'm also going to bin that. As much as Magmar is called Booba, which makes me laugh a lot, and probably more than it should do as a 30-odd-year-old man, I'm still not choosing it. So I might actually be ushered down the Infernape way. I really do like... I like Float on the Blitzle. I've not used one for quite some time, but I enjoyed using it when the game first came out. But we've got Gastrodon, so I can come back and change that later. But like for now, it's got to be Gastrodon. Ah. But Torterra, I think, yeah. I don't mind quite a few of these grass ones. I really like, I do like Leafeon as well, but I can't remember what all the ground types are in this one, so I'm gonna have to go Torterra for now. All the Rotoms, some Pichu forms? What are these? Ukulele Pichu and spiky-eared Pichu. These must have been from like distribution, like TV distributions or something, or film distributions. Now there is the god of 2014 Pokemon World Championship. But let's be real, Luxray is just very, very cool. So how can we not do that? This is it's just the way it has to be. No, God damn it! I don't want to drop both Glaceon and Leafeon because I like them both, but I can't have both Torterra and Mamoswine. Damn it! This is fine. No, I'm not changing that. This is fine. I like Gallade, but I think I think Lucario is the only correct answer here. But we do have Steel later on to potentially use Lucario, but we do have Psychic to potentially use it. Okay, we'll go Lucario first. Poisons. For me, this is definitely Drapion. I think Drapion's a very cool Pokemon. Very nice design. Oh, now my problems. Oh, there are so many good ground Pokemon. Just bah. My beloveds. Yeah. Rock flying. But Staraptor. I don't mind Mamoswine, Hippopotas, Hippowdon. I do like Staraptor a lot as well, and I couldn't give Staraptor normal because I have to give normal to that one. So I'm gonna go Gliscor for the ground, and for flying, I do like Drifblim, but not as much as I like Staraptor. Psychic, Chilling Bronzong's pretty cool. I feel very conflicted about Cresselia. Probably during a single freaking tournament many years ago, just it's Icy Wind, and it was very strong. And even actually in Birmingham Regional, I think I got smoked by a Cresselia Trick-Room team. Either way, I think I'm gonna go Gallade. I'm not super bothered about the others, and between the fairies, I'm not the lake fairies. Were they lake fairies? I think they're lake fairies. It's just gonna go Gallade. The bugs. We got the bugs. I mean, I think I used a Sandcoat Wormadam in a mono run of X that I was doing because it was the only ground type. It was literally the earliest ground type that I could get, or something. Like, it was something really silly, but I had to kind of go with it. And actually, I didn't hate it. It's not a great Pokemon, but early game it's fine. It does the job. Sandcloak, but yeah, I'm not going for the Dilly Dilly Woo. Even if it's for the Dilly Dilly meme, I'm not going to do it. So, and I do like Vespiquen, but I used it subsequently in something else, and again, it just felt like a bit slow and didn't really do as much damage as I would have liked. So I'm probably going to I might actually choose the Sandcloak Wormadam for the meme. For this, I like the fossils, but not as much as I like Rhyperior, so we're gonna stick with that, and that's gonna be my answer. For the ghosts, Giratina's cool. I like the origin form. I like the distortion world, but Frostlass is gonna win it for me. The dragons. What is that? Dialga. Primal Dialga. I don't know if that's a thing. Don't know if that's a thing. This is definitely where Garchomp's going to be, by the way. I'm just confused as to... Alright, this might be spoilers for anybody else, so close your eyes if you're worried about spoilers, but I can't believe that's a thing. And actually, maybe I won't react to whatever I find. Okay. Alright, it's not a spoiler then, but because it's not new, but it's from Mystery Dungeon game. It's not canon. It's not canon. It's like a Dragon Ball film. It's not canon unless you're in a later one. Dark. Realistically, out of these, the one I'm leaning, because I've already chosen Drapion, and I think Drapion's the most obvious choice here. I'm not so fussed about Razorade. And the, like, Toxicroak and something. I think Weavile is actually, I do like Weavile. I think it's good. Steel is heavier than feathers. So I do have a choice of going back and changing my fighting type if there's one that no, because I've already got Gallade, and I'm not bothered about the rest of the psychics. Steel is heavier than feathers. I think I'll go Magnezone just because I like that they gave it another form. I think it desperately needed an evolution. Mime Jr. and Togekiss, well, clearly it's Togekiss. Gen 4 just gave us so much good, eating so well with Gen 4. Even though the game was shocking. The designs and the Pokemon they put in were great, but they just didn't let you have them until later on, which really freaking sucked. But there we go. Let's not get mad about it. Okay, Darkrai's just not gonna get that thing. Yeah, see, this was cool. Oh, I haven't found that yet in ZA. Oh, you bastard! But it's mother freaking. Where was that? Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. I guess I need to play more of ZA. The freaking. I do think that the Heatran just looks like a boss from Zelda or something, where you need to just lob a bomb in its mouth. It just cracks me up. I really like the Yuki Onna, like the Yuki Onna style for Mega Frostlass. I think it's really cool. I wasn't really fussed personally by normal Mega Garchomp. I feel like it was a bit lackluster, but looking at the other one, I'm more interested in it now, and like, oh, for fuck's sake, I do really like Mega Lopunny, but I didn't really use it in TA because it just felt a bit underpowered and a bit of a glass cannon. Without its ability, it just doesn't really hold up. To be honest, I found the same with Mega Frostlass, but Mega Frostlass was just really cool. I think it's just a really cool design. I really liked it as a design, so I'm gonna stick with it. As much as I could easily go with a couple of the other things, but never mind. That's fine. Being I think Origin Form Giratina is my favorite here. I don't feel strongly. I really like Bush Shaman. I think like the little hedgehog Shaman is really nice, really cute. Do I prefer the nasty Origin boy, not the leggy boy, but the floaty boy? I think maybe we go. No, we're going Origin. We're gonna do it. Okay. Favorite this gen. Oh, I love so many of these. No wonder it's my favorite generation for Pokemon designs. But it's gonna have to be Garchomp. So, Gen 5. Come on, nearly halfway there. So, the normal types. You got all the deer. You got the legs. The legs. What are the legs? Monica, the normal type. Oh, I didn't even notice these ones. Humanoid, F00, and F002. Right, okay. wasn't my initial go-to. I'm not really fussed by a lot of these. I'd probably just go. I'd probably go one of the Meloguatas. Braviary's quite cool. It was enough to turn me to want to get one in the late game. I'm not massively bothered by any of the others. Oh, I do like actually Minchuno and Chichido. Just because I think it would be really nice to have one of them. I think it'd be nice to have like a dealing or something as well. Right? I think they're really cute, but now my favorite. America. In America. Let's. I think actually maybe. Also, I think they massively missed the trick for Spring Sawsbuck to not just have loads of cherry blossoms on it. It's like, why is it this pathetic amount of cherry blossoms? What is this? It should be just cherry blossom tree. Like, it would have been amazing rather than kind of just the full things and then it's just got little antlers. But I do appreciate its little like rough coat in the winter form. It's a shame. I feel like the spring form lets it down out of basically all the others. But we're not here to argue semantics. Let's go with just like I kind of very much 180'd here from being like, oh, I don't really care about any of these, to be like, actually no, I like quite a lot of them. Even Monica's legs, for whatever reason. Okay. I'm actually, my heart's saying dealing, so we're going there. Fire types, these are cool. The heck? White door. Oh man, Gen 5 was weird, man. The pigs, Victini, the monkeys. I think I'm leaning towards Chandelure actually. I think Chandelure is cool. As a design, I think it's neat. My least liked ground water type, or least liked ground type Seismitoad. Why do they have to make it weird, bro? Don't mind the others. I think Keldeo is alright, but I don't feel super attached to it. I think I'm just gonna go Dewott, just because I really like Dewott's design. I feel like a grown-up Dewott would have been a really cool final form for Samurott. Something that like is like a hybrid between what kind of Dewott is and King Gambit. I think if they kind of like hybridize those two to make a Samurott, I think that would have been really cool. But instead they chose for some reason a double bipedal to go to a quadrupedal, and then you get stuff like the Litten line, which is double quadrupedal into a bipedal. It just makes no sense. There's no sense. This one's tricky. I like Muggus. Just because I've used Muggus so much now since playing competitive, I've come to appreciate Muggus a lot. I didn't like it at first. When it first came out, I was like, ew, gross. It's a horrible looking mushroom thing that just looks like it's taunting me with its face. But no, since playing competitive, I appreciate this little mushroom and think it's very, very well suited. I do very much like Pet Little Lilligant. I think they're really nice designs. I think it's a very sweet little thing and it grows into a very pretty flower. But I love Whimsicott, and Cottony's cute as well. Like, the grass types here, they kind of nailed. I think this generation, they nailed the grass types. The snake's pretty cool, like, for starters. Don't know why it's like, feet, full snake, shed the feet. And then Ferroseed is quite cool as well. like really interesting typing, interesting kind of Pokemon. So, excuse me. My heart says Whimsicott, but I guess we'll come back when we get to the fairies. So we'll do Whimsicott for now. Do you know Joltik is like tiny? Joltik is like, it's like tiny little gnat. Very, very tiny. What is this? UFO MT2. It's ridiculous. I think Stunfisk is very trolly, though I don't know if I'd necessarily put it above all the other electric types in this generation. I do like Zekrom as a legendary, and I think I want to like Electros more than I do. I think that's the problem with Electros for me, is that I really like that it's an electric type that has levitate, has no weaknesses. That's really cool, but I just don't like it as much as I want to like it. Also, I think Garvantula is a spider, but it only has like 4 legs, because I think those two are like the two things at the front are like feelers. I don't get it. Though I think Joltik is kind of cute, but I think Emolga is kind of cute as well. So what are we doing here? Not choosing the man. I don't want to choose the man. Gonna go with Zekrom. I think so. I think I'm going with Zekrom. The ice cream, the bears, the snowflake, and the very angry dragons. Kyurem the angry dragon. To be honest, I think probably Cubchoo, just because Cubchoo I'd say is probably the cutest, saddest little thing. So I will take the Cubchoo. Flying types, Clown Nose, Karate Kids. I've definitely grown more. Who's this guy? It's just some guy. This game. See, I do like Mienshao, and I quite like Scrafty. I used one recently in the DLC for Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I'm not bothered by the Dojo Kids. I do like Pants Lizard, but where's my heart leaning to? I'm not so fussed with the Swords of Justice, so I think they're alright, pretty cool, but I think it's between Scrafty and Mienshao. I think I'm gonna go Scrafty. I think it gives me. I may change that for when we get to Dark types, but for now, I think that's. Oh, I can choose Muggus here. That's okay. I do like the Venipede line. I think Scolipede is pretty cool. I'm not too fussed about Garbodor personally, as I think most people aren't. But there we go. Ah, see. Yes. This was where we were in trouble. Well, for me, there's no question. I do like the the crocodile, like crocodile sandile line. I think it's a very cool line. And I do like Golurk, but it's going to be Extra Drill. Extra Drill is definitely, I think, it's one of my favorites of this generation. I'm going to have a tough time deciding between that and probably Whimsicott. Flying types. Oh, nerves. Actually, Dave. Dave the Tornadus. I think if the ogre's like, I just don't know. I think look at Landra's stupid like cut off hair buns. Like, I guess if they looked a bit better, maybe I'd like them more. I don't know. They're just guys. They're just freaking guys. Though I do like Landorus-Therian. I do think it's probably... I'm going to go Landorus-Therian. I think it's the nicest design out of all of those. Psychic! Now, I don't think I ever really use much of these. I'm probably leaning towards Reuniclus. Like, I think Muna is sweet. Also, like, Reuniclus is like a weird fetus thing. It's kind of weird, but also maybe I will go Muna actually. I've talked myself out of it. Yeah, I've never used the Gothitelle line. I'm gonna go Muna just because I think it's sweet. Bugs. I think actually I might be leaning towards Leavanny this time. I think I appreciate Volcarona for what it is, but I think I'm yet to use one in a playthrough, and I think that's probably a bit of a faux pas on my side. So I'm going to go Leavanny just because I really like the design. And maybe a Volcarona another time. Now, because I have a shiny, I have to go with Gigalith. I think Gigalith looks very cool as a design. I think it's a nice... I don't know, I find it very aesthetically pleasing as a thing. Hold on. Okay, just taking a message. My mother just tried to call, but I'll call her back later. If she calls you, or if she messages you, then cool. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated, my wife. Carrying on. Corphagrigus. I always wigged me out. It's not what I'm choosing. But Corphagrigus wigged me out. So we're gonna not do that. We're gonna go with Golurk because Golurk is the right choice. But you know what I'm saying. I struggle with it though. Hydreigon, Haxorus, Druddigon. I wanted to like Druddigon more. I kind of like the design, but also it doesn't evolve and it's a bit crap. So I never really lent into it. I think I'm a bit burnt by Hydreigon right now because I tried using a Hydreigon deck in Pocket to try and get to Master Ball and it didn't work, and I feel a bit grumpy about it. So I'm a little bit like, I think it's a good Pokemon, but it's not really in my good books right now. And I like Haxorus as well, but is it only a temporary thing? I'm gonna go Haxorus for now. Here are the dark types. No! Oh, friggin' Zoroark's there, and I'm quite, like, I think Bishop's cool as well. But Zoroark is cool. Zorua is sweet. I do quite like Purloin Lipard. I think they're good, but like, the Crocodile. I guess they're gonna nail the dark types as well. What is this? Monster! It's just fucking weird, man. Margin. It's weird. It's so weird, bruh. Anyway, Crocodile, let's go. Steel? Steel is heavier than feathers. This might give me my out. Because in Steel, I'm probably gonna choose MT2. I'm going to choose Excadrill. I can change this to Krook, and that means I can then free up to choose Zora. Nice. Oh, Fairy is literally only Whimsicott, so that means I can come back here and choose Lil again. Nice, I think. Yes. Lil again, Petlil. Lil again. Mates, all coming up Millhouse, and Oshawott is my chosen starter. Gimmick form. Oh, I forgot G-Max Garbodor was a thing. So we got Emborg. I do like Excadrill, although in that picture it makes it look like the drill is like bin. And this gangster of a Mega Scrafty. The Chandelure I thought was a really cool idea. I really like that. Sorry, I need to. And I've still not come across Mega Golurk, which is a shame, because it would have been nice to have a look at that. But realistically, it only had Mega Ordino before ZA. Everything else has been during ZA except for G-Max Garbodor. Which is quite wild. Because, like, Mega Golurk looks like something from Aladdin, right? It looks like some sort of, like, Aladdin-esque thingamajig. And I like Mega Chandelure, I think that's cool. But Mega Excadrill is very good. I hope that's not giving feedback to you. You can't rub your face on the thing, on the microphone. Right. Legendary. Actually, if I can choose Landorus Therian, actually no. I think I might take either one of the fusions, or maybe Meloetta. I think Victini's kind of cool, but also not enough to really significantly impact it. The boy! Here he is! Ooh. Hello. Say hello to the... Ah, that was on my wrist. Say hello to the camera. Hello. He's like, why am I here? So, we're back here. I think actually, I never really use Meloetta, but I do like the design. But the orange dancing one is probably better. Let's be real. And my favourite of the generation. How does one choose? By making decisions. I think I'm leaning towards. I do really like Excadrill, but I think Whimsicott pips it for me. Okay, now we're about halfway through, so we're getting there. I'm sorry it's taken like an hour, but I will try and speed up. So hold on to your belts. If you call me out, then you call me out. I'll see how it is. Oh, you just get them as normal choices? Really? Okay, either way, I think for me here, probably I can have Mega Lopunny as my normal choice in this one. I mean, I'm not massively huge on Diggersby. I think it's okay, but then Heliolisk is good. I can't remember what else is electric there. Let's just go with Mega Lopunny for now. It's gonna have to be Braixen, because I do like Braixen. The water types, there's not actually that many good ones. I think Greninja is a acceptable choice here. Again, I'm not really planning to go for the Megas. I think they did well for the starters in Gen 6. I do think Spooky Tree is quite cool, but I'm still gonna go Chestnut. Oh, the little dress-up Pikachus. Yes. Dedenne is here, but Dedenne is also in Fairy, so I might save Dedenne for Fairy. What's this? Pikachu with a cosplay? Oh, it's one of the cosplay Pikachus. Oh, it is the cosplay Pikachu. It's just... anyway. Heliolisk. Ooh, Aurorus. Yes. Fabulous. Not many fighting types in Gen 6. I guess you've got Chestnut, Pangoro, Pancham, and Hawlucha. Last bit of grass. Did I really have much of it? It's not really fast. What about normal? Did I have a way up outside of... No. No, I didn't. Alright, I guess... I think probably Hawlucha then. I've never used a Pangoro, but double weakness to fairies doesn't sound like a good time. Ah, the extensive poison types. I like the idea of Dragalge, but again, I've never managed to efficiently bring it out, so I'm gonna have to probably choose Mega Venusaur here. We're in ground types now, baby. Only got, but this isn't the cool Zygarde. It's not Max Zygarde. Max Zygarde is cool. I guess maybe I'm gonna have to stick with it anyway. But we also have legendaries, and it's probably my favorite legendary out of all of it. Let's go. I'm gonna go Mega Steelix with this one. Look at all the Vivians you could potentially have, and then don't. Oh, there we go. I think Talonflame. Talonflame is a. I was debated on fire, but I couldn't drop pressure. Ah ha ha ha! I do like the Meowsticks. Don't get me wrong. I'm not fussed by NK and Malamar, and Hooper's fine, but I'm not so fussed. But I'm gonna have to choose Delphox because I can. Haha. The bugs, many of the bugs. The only bugs were Spupa, Scatterbug, and Vivian. That's crazy that they were the only bugs. I feel like I should probably just pick a Vivian. And I will continue to say Vivian in that way. Ocean. Nope. Which one's like? I think this is like the Sakura colored one. The fancy one is quite nice though. But this one's like orange. Sun. I think the Pokeball one is cool though. I don't think I have the Pokeball one. It's special. I think when I think of Vivian, I think of the fancy one. But I think that's because that's like the box standard one. Okay. What am I doing? I do quite like the elegant one. Eleganto. Okay, great. Let's do the elegant one. The rocks. Here come the rocks. I do like. I think Tyrantrum's cool. I think I like DNC, but Tyrantrum though. Sword and Shield. Ha ha. Yeah, they are. H slash is quite cool. Is it cool in the spooky tree? Probably because it's a sentient sword. Let's go H slash. Dragons. Hydra though, but not even though. Blast. I have to make more choices. Can't make any changes. I'm looking back at the other ones. I can't make changes. This is terrible. They're both ones that I would want to choose, but I can't. Hydra. What's this? Dark types. What? I choose a different water type? No. Yeah, it's not really. I think probably Mega T-Star, but yeah, let's go Mega T-Star. Steel is heavier than feathers. I need to probably start doing. Oh, I can choose Mega Aggron this time. Hooray! All the fairies. Oh no! Sylveon. Lost. I have to choose Sylveon. Can't not. I do like Dedenne. I'd arguably love Dedenne. I like Dedenne more than Heliolisk. Unfortunately for Heliolisk. Okay. Starter is Fennekin. And I won't hear another word of it. Where's my... I guess Mega Zygarde then. Bruh. Yeah. Oh no. Gimmick form, I don't need to choose it. I thought I had to choose it, but I don't need to choose it here. Oh, yeah, friggin' Mega Delphox. There's no conversation. Also, why are these different? Xerneas active, Xerneas not active. Okay. Zygarde is the legendary. Yeah, 100%. It's 100%. It's Mega Delphox. My favorite of the generation. Oh. No! I've been rumbled again. Was Bracian, but I really like Mega Delphox. God damn it! I think it's gonna have to be Mega Delphox. Alright, let's move on. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Toucannon very disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. When it evolved, I was like, oh no, it's a grumpy toucan. This wasn't what I was expecting at all. I do love, bless you, I do like Stuffle and Beware. I think maybe Stuffle calls my name. It's just a guy! I mean, there aren't many fire types. But... Salazzle. Excuse me. I sneezed. And I apologize. Gallisapod is very much a good answer here. This is a gem where I'm not like, oh, this is the starter that I'm going for. Which is interesting. Grass types is gonna be the Bounce Sweet line. I really like Bounce Sweet. The Bounce Sweet should be protected. Protect the Bounce Sweet. Oricorio, Tapu Koko. With this, I think we're gonna go maybe Zera. I think Zera is cool. I just feel like it's not really been utilized very well in the series. Vikavolt is also cool, but I feel like Zeraora is too anime for me to let go. Ooh. Now, I like Alolan Sandshrew and Sandslash, but Alolan Vulpix really, and Alolan Ninetales just kind of really hits it, you know. There's only one Ice type. Gen 7 was not a good time for like original Ice types. But Alolan Vulpix I think just has that. Monkey. Shadow. Kumoho is cool though. It's probably. I mean, yeah, no, I think the idea behind it's cool. I quite like Kumoho. So we got. I went with Salazzle with the other fire types. Probably Torracat is probably the only other one that I would choose. Because I'm not... I mean, I don't mind Poipole and Neganador. I don't feel wholly associated with them, and that's probably because you didn't get them until really late on in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So, I think... maybe we change Salazzle here, and I think actually I would put Torracat here, because I actually like Torracat's design. Anyway, ground types. Wait, babies. Oh, Gen 7 is when they made Max Zygarde, 100% Zygarde. Is that Gen 7? Alright. Does that mean... does that change my answer? No, it doesn't. Mudsdale, I think. I do like Sandygast and Palos Sand, but and the Flamin' Hairs, but I do very much like Mudsdale. I think Mudsdale is a very cool Pokemon. The very odd selection of flying Pokemon. I'm leaning towards Rowlet, to be honest, out of all of these. Or maybe the orange Minion, because it's orange. And maybe Rowlet is my main selection. Psychic. I do like Tapu Lele. I think Tapu Lele is cool. Like, the Nebby lines are pretty cool as well, but Tapu Lele is also cool. Nana. Let's go Tapu Lele for now. Ooh. Ah, yes, these are the bugs. Rabombi, probably. I mean, I do like Primarina. I think Rabombi is the choice. Ah. Yes. Lycanroc, Dusk form. My child. Ghosts. I might actually go Palossand this time. Yeah, I think so. Out of these. Yeah, I think Palossand is good because, like, it's a sandcastle with a spade in its head. Like, what's not to like? Ah, Scream! It's Guzzlord, Scream! So stupid. I think I am just going to choose that Zygarde because I really like it. I think it's neat. So, do I just choose? I think out of all of I do like Ash Greninja though. Ash Greninja is cool. An anime fanboy in me is like, Ash Greninja. More than Flame Pants. Yeah, it's true. It cannot be denied. And the steels. It's so hard for me to resist saying steel. It's heavier than feathers. But I think it's gonna have to be Melmetal. Big, boisterous Melmetal. I do like the Alolan Dugtrio, but the big metally boy. It's Cartoon got steel. I don't know why I thought it was grass. Huh. Okay. Very. I think probably gonna go for Primarina. Already have Rabombi, and I've chosen Tapu Lele in the psychic side, so yeah, I guess Primarina. I think for my starter, this is one I'm very on the fence about because I'm not. Could honestly choose most of them. You know what? I think I'm actually going to choose Litten here and change this to Rowlet. Yeah, I think those are the breaks. Is that G-Max Momel? Yeah. Actually, I think Mega Diancie Mega Magiana is pretty dang cool. And that is where I'm leaning. Legendary. Yeah, there's a part of me that finds Necrozma just a bit weird and creepy. I already put this one in, so I feel like should give me the opportunity to choose something else. Probably just I like the flexibility of Sylph Ally. Maybe that, but also Nebby makes me laugh. Swearing. I think Sylph Ally. Let's go with that one. And then my favorite of the root generation. I do like this pod. There's some decent stuff here, but do I just go with Bounsweet? Just because Bounsweet is so sweet? No. It's either that or I think Dawn Lycanroc, Dusk Lycanroc. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dusk Lycanroc actually. I think it's cool. Gen 8. Yeah. What is he saying? He's just going mental at this point. It's been so long. I think the Hisuian Zoroark and Zoro are pretty cool, but I do like the Indeedys. I think they are neat. I do like Wooloo, I think it's sweet, but I do like Ursaluna. I don't know why Blood Moon's not here. Is Blood Moon technically 9? It probably is. Yes, because it came out Scarlet and Violet, so it is Blood Moon. What am I talking about? I'll just choose normal Ursaluna for now. Look at all these fire babies. Got the G-Max Darmanitan, was that? I do like David Beckham and G-Max David Beckham, but it's a Hisuian Typhlosion as well. I did quite like Hisuian Arcanine. I thought Hisuian Arcanine was cool. I like it more than I think normal Arcanine, weirdly enough. Let me see. I think Hisuian Typhlosion. I think it has to be. It's got to be for me. We've got some of these crazy forms. Urshifu. Ooh. I mean, I'm not huge on. I mean, I do like the idea of Basculation actually, and I quite like Hisuian Samurott, but I do also like Urshifu. I'm just growing very attached to it from using it for a while. Just a guy. think my heart says I should feel Rapid Strike. I'm bending to the bad side. Is that G-Max Appleton? Yeah. I think for grass types. I do like Monkey. Sui and Lilligant though as well. I might stick on Relevant for now though. Toxtricity. Yes. Yeah, Toxtricity is gonna have that one in electric, I think, fairly comfortably. Is this psychic? No, it's ice. What am I talking about? Honestly, my brain. I'm not huge on any of these really. Maybe Calyrex Ice Rider. I'm really not too worried about the others. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. I really don't really care for those. I think Frostmoth could have been cool, but just like the execution wasn't quite there. Alright, we'll just go Ice Rider for now. These have some interesting ones. Legos. Surface is cool. Sneasler, I think I'm gonna go Sui and Lilligant though. And under Poison, I can then go Sneasler. I do like it. I can't help it. Yes, this is where we are. I did like Runarigus. Runarigus? These two, Cofagrigus and Runarigus, just messed me up every time. My brain just doesn't want to remember those names. I always stumble over the words. But I do like it. I like the Sandaconda, and I think the G-Max Sandaconda is really funny. But I think I still want to put Ursaluna there, and I'd rather change this to something else. I think we'll put Woodoo there and think about it in a minute. Corviknight. Corviknight. Steel, heavier than feathers. Corviknight. It's gotta be. What do we got? Okay. See, I quite like Galarian Slowbro. I think that's cool, but also it's Indeedee. I like the Hatena line. Whoop. I didn't actually want to choose that. I'm considering. I'm deliberating. I need to think about this. I actually think Indeedee though, because I do like Indeedee. I do like Indeedee. I have to make some tough choices later on. Go Indeedee for now. The bugs. Maybe Centiskorch. I used one in the playthrough, though I do like the design for Kleavor. I've never used it though. Let's do Centiskorch for now. Stonjourner. No. Actually, I actually, if I put that cleaver on this as Arcanine, I think I'm more... I like that better. Yeah, I think I'm happy for that. I'm not as taken as with Runarigus as I used to be. I do like it, but Galga I think takes it there. Regidrago. I like Gudra, Hisui and Gudra is pretty neat. I do like how neat it is. I think so. Ooh, dark type. Just this picture for the it's because it's the G-Max. I was like, it just looks like it looks like the fucking alien from not the others. I always think it's got the Signs. It looks like the alien from Signs in the fucking party that's like, ooh, ooh, stupid fucking. Anyway, This is the thing. I do like Nickit. I think Nickit is a very cute design. It's a shame that I'm less keen on not Nickit. Thievul. For me, this has got to be. What the fuck is? Oh, is this the Behemoth Blade and Behemoth Bish? It doesn't look like the shield really changes, but I'm pretty sure I'm going. Zama. My boy Zama. Fairy type. I do like Alchemy. I think Alchemy is cool. I do like Alchemy. I think with I think Galarian Weezing is a very funny design. I guess Hatterene is still there, but nah, let's go that one. Alchemy. I think my brain's going. I think I said that before. I'm keeping to form, and I think I'm going Gricky in this one. Did I put? Do like? No, actually, I think I am going Score Bunny. I think I do like Rillaboom, but for a general playthrough, yeah, I'll stick to my guns there. Yep. Regional form. I feel like it's thematic that I should choose a G-Max for this zone. I just didn't know them well enough. That was the problem. I never saw them, so I never knew them well enough. So I didn't know what to think about them. And there aren't really any Megas in this one. I actually think Toxtricity. I think Toxtricity's G-Max is very cool. But I can choose Slowbro here, which I didn't get to choose before, which I feel like would be a shame. It would be remiss of me to not choose it now, seeing as I couldn't choose it before. So I will choose it. Legendary. I would like to please choose. I think I do like both dogs, really. I think I will choose Zacian, only because I've already chosen Zama, but I think both dogs were pretty good. Design-wise, I'm not really fussed about like Calyrex and stuff, and the Reggies are alright, but Alright, and my favourite from the gen, I'm pretty sure we're going Corviknight here. Corvi, baby! Right, Gen 9. Steamroll through the rest of these. I'm pretty sure we're going... Don't mind the smaller line, but it's gonna be Farig, I think. Farigiraf is very good. Already selected this, so I'm happy with that. I think actually I'm gonna go Cerulege because I do like Cerulege. The Ogre I'm gonna choose in the grass section as much as I don't really have any desperate feelings towards any of these water Pokemon, to be honest. I don't think I ran a water Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet when I ran through it a couple of times. I do think Walking Wake is pretty good, but that doesn't look right. The art looks wrong. It looks like the headpiece doesn't look big enough, and the fluff looks way too big. Weird. I think regardless, I'm still going to choose it, but because I think it's a cool design. So now here we run into problems because my gut wants to choose. Like, I do like Toad Squirrel. I think it's funny. And Sprigatito is definitely going to be my starter when we come down to it. Masquerada could be my dark type, I don't know, but I think just she deserves a spot in the list. This I think is probably going to be like, I know Poor Me doesn't really change. Poor Me stands up. Poor Me learns to stretch their arms a bit more. Like, I mean, I quite like Sandy Shocks as like a look, like the design of Sandy Shocks. I never used it, but I did like Pormot. We'll come to the Motobugs later, I guess, but you could always put it in fighting. Just because I haven't used Sandy Shocks, I'm gonna choose Pormot. Ice, ooh. I was going to choose Baxcalibur, but I do very much like Chien-Pao, so I guess that's what we're doing. Fighting. Oh, yeah, I think fighting, I'm going to choose Great Tusk. Great Tusk is very nice. I do like Great Tusk. Poison types. Oh, my Cloddy boy. My Clodsire. I think actually, to be honest, out of these, I think it's going to be the other Ursaluna, because they're both very cool. They're both very cool ones. Flying types. Is this supposed to be? I don't know. I don't really know. I think I'm gonna go for I'm not really drawn to any of these, to be honest. Jugulus. Never really used them. Part of me was to maybe choose Megastaraptor, but I did use a Kilowattrel actually. And I thought Flamigo was cool. Like, it's a bit of a dumb design, but it is cool. Like, it was quite strong. It felt strong. Curse. I think let's go. I think Kilowattrel is where I'm leaning. I already had FRLG, so we're just going Psychic. Lady Gaga. Rapska. What were the other normal types? Could end up just choosing. Yeah, no. Where was I psychic? I was torn here. I think this maybe be FRLG, and I think maybe I change FRLG here onto I think Blood Moon, and then here I change Blood Moon to Toadscroll. Ah, it's such a troll. Now here I'm really not fussed about these bugs, really. I think, if anything, I'm leaning towards Mega Gallisopod, and it wasn't really in the game, but it's still a choice, so there we go. I'm going Garganackle 100%. It's too cool for school. And I think on this one, I actually really want... I'm going to go Sinister, because I really like the idea of Sinister. The Dragons. Oh, I think I sacked... Oh, I sacked... it for Champao. The only reason I'm not choosing this one is because I haven't used it, so I need for the life of me to do it. But I am choosing Baxcalibur, so because it's very cool. Here for the dark types, I'm actually gonna choose Meowscarada. Okay. Oh, steel is heavier than feathers. I like Goldengo, but I really like Tinkaton. But it's whether I like Goldengo more than Sinistra, and I just don't think that's the case. I think I like the idea of Sinistra so much more. And here, like, realistically, I mean, it's Fluttermane. So I like Fluttermane more than Goldengo. Cool, then this is Sprigatito. Ooh, I can choose a special form, as I have done in every single other one. I think for this one, actually, I'm going to go Flame Mask Ogerpon, because I've grown very attached to using it in my competitions, so that's been fun. Right, now we get to legendaries. I mean, to be honest, she could be my legendary. She could be my legendary. And then I could have Sinistcha and Goldengo. Because I do like her. Like, I like the bikes. The bikes are nice. But she's definitely... Is she the tier? Is she the top tier? Do I like it more than... I think I probably like either Koraidon and Miraidon more than Goldengo. Weirdly enough, I think Koraidon is where my heart sits. And my favourite of Gen 9... Oh, it's a tough one. I think it has to be Ogerpon. So, the top of the top. It's got to be Lopon. I can't. Everyone be nice. Fire types. Favorite fire type here would be probably. Maybe Ceruledge. Maybe. I do like Brishad. Damn it. Now we have Mega. Yeah. I do like Brishad a lot though. Let's not judge people. These I'd probably have to say Gastrodon. The grass types. Ooh. Terra or Ogerpon. Well, I chose Ogerpon as my favourite from Gen 9, so I think Torterra is alright to go there. Favourite electric? I'd probably say Dedenne Toxtricity, to be honest. I do like Luxray though. I do like Mareep. I think Mareep is really nice. I think let's go with Den. I think that's my gut. The ice types, yeah, it's gonna be probably Mammothspine, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Bitings. I think this is actually Great Tusk. The poisons, ooh. I think, actually, I think I'm going to sneeze though. I do like Nidoqueen. I do have my appreciation of Amogus. Like, obviously, I like all of these. The Roselia feels like a bit of the odd one out, but big sneeze though. think this one we're gonna have to go. I have Nidoking and I have Phanpy over there. Things I already selected those two as my peak in the top rows. I'm inclined to go for maybe like either Gliscor or Ursaluna. Maybe Ursaluna. Blind types. Again, I think Corviknight is my favourite. We've got 3 of the starting birds. I mean, Salamancer's here as well. But Corviknight is just my favourite out of those set. So let's be on. Probably I'd actually say either Indeedee or Farirath at this point. Both normal and psychic. Okay. Let's stick to Farirath, I think. Favorite bugs. I mean, these are cool, but I'm probably I love it so much. I think I had to just Surskit just takes the biscuit for that. I got a lot of cool rock types as well. Look at all these cool rock types. Rhydon, Rhyperior, Tyrannosaurus, Aggron, Gigalith, Minecraft Hill. I think for the pure amount I've used it, I think T-Tar takes the biscuit on that one. I think out of these, probably my favorite is probably Frostlass, I would say. The Dragons, I chose 2 actually. I do like Noivern, but I like Goo. Yeah, it's so annoying. So close. I would probably fit one of them somewhere. And I have 2 different Goodras here. I'm gonna change this to Noibat just because I have a Goodra. I like them both. And I want to have them both represented. God damn it, this is how I'm doing the run. Even though it's like 10 o'clock. Okay. Garchomp has to be... Oh, dark types. I think Meowscarada takes the biscuit. Steel. Man. I haven't even been able to use a Steelix recently. I think let's go with Steelix or Tinkerton. I think I like Excadrill a lot, and I've been enjoying Aggron, but I think it's one of those two. My heart at the moment is Tinkerton. Very. Man, I like this set. Kind of a bit torn between Sylveon, Fluttermane, Whimsicott, maybe Alchemy. I do like Azumarill. And these two are good too, and Creamery is nice. Sylveon. Favorite starter? Gosh, it's probably gonna have. Oh. I do love my kit. I think it's gonna have to still be Fennekin. Favorite form of this is gonna have to be. I did choose out there, but I really love this Mega. I think it's really freaking awesome. Favorite legendary. Weirdly enough, I think I'm actually going to go for Rhydon out of all of those. I think. How the turntables have turntabled. I think that'll maybe Ho-Oh. You know what? Actually, I'm switching these two and then putting Zama down here because I think that fits better. And then my favorite of all time. It'll be the Garchomp, I think. My baby. My strong baby. We've done it. We've made it through. Congrats, everyone. I don't know how many of you are watching still, but because it's late, I'll finish this up in a bit, but we're going to spin the wheel. You, me, and whoever's left, we're going to find out what's going on, and then everyone else will probably have to find out later on. But this is how it's working. So, quickly, ground rules. I had ground rules. I wrote them down somewhere. They are not right here, right now. So, ground rules. So, essentially, I've taken a few types out. You may have noticed it. I don't know if you have, but you may have noticed this. If you have noticed this, that's because you're right. There are 6 types. 6 types I felt are deemed unnecessary to this run. This is Fire Red Leaf Green. There's no fairy type. There's a lack of other types. So, no fairy. So, it's off the list. Steel and Dark. We're not playing with nothing or just Magneton. Like, so those two are off the list. Dragon, we're not playing with just Dragonite, so that's off the list. Outside of that, there's also Ice. Ice is too difficult to get a hold of because the first Ice type that you come across is going to be after you get to Fuchsia City, because that's when you can finally catch something to trade for a Jinx, and that is not happening. That is much too late down the game, so we're not doing that. And then the other one is Ghost. We're not doing a mono only run with just a Gengar. That's not going to happen, or even a Haunter, because I can't trade for the Gengar. So those are the ground rules of that. Remaining types, basically every other type is game except for so Psychic, Rock and Ground. If any of those get spun, I will have to get through the first gym with just my starter until I basically get to the encounter for the first type of, or the first Pokemon of that type. So if it's ground, first encounter I believe is Nidoran, which is just before Mount Moon, but then also you get Geodude and Onix in there. I think Onix is in there, actually it might just be Geodude. But that's where that starts, so we'd have to do that. If we get Rock, same principle, only the first one you encounter is in Mount Moon, so that's where we would start. And Psychic, the first one you encounter is after Cerulean City, up past the bridge. So we would have to run a single Pokemon all the way up there until we caught an Abra, box that Pokemon, or get Abra to at least to where it can actually do something, and then we do it. So okay, so every other type is game. So here we go. Right, if anyone's still watching, we're gonna spin the wheel. I'm pretty sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, that's fine. So let's see what we get. Oh, bug. Okay. Okay, bug type. It's confirmed. Oh, we're going to do a bug type run. Alright, cool. Here we are. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. Good. Look forward to the bug run on Tuesday. Bug month. To end the bug month. Alright. We'll see how this goes. Alright. Have a good evening, everybody, and we will catch you another time. See you later. Goodbye. Thank you for joining me on this quest. If you have any questions, just let me know later on. I love you all. Thank you for joining. I hope it wasn't too boring. No one really said much, but that's okay because we're all here to have fun, so it's good. Okay, goodbye. Good night. I love you. See you later. Okay, goodbye. 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 Goodbye.